Hey guys, this is Alpine and I want to make a couple of videos to break down my live setup and the equipment I use to run the backing tracks and mix the band together. So as you guys know, I'm a solo artist and I write and record all my songs by myself in the studio, but recently I hired a few musicians with me and we just went on a small European tour. It was awesome. It was the first time we played some of the songs on the new album, and I'll be posting videos of recap pretty soon. But we ran into some issues, and all the stuff I had built, which is now gutted here, as far as running backing tracks in our ears, mixing the song for the front of the house, for the audience, etc. And one of the big issues we had is that some of the musicians, the string players actually with me, couldn't hear themselves. So I was looking to give my musicians some set of in-ear monitors so they could hear themselves and not have to worry about the engineer mixing their sound on stage on these little wedges.
Tu veux plus encore?
Oui, s'il te plaît.
Yeah. Comme ça te va ou tu veux encore...
Ouais, je pense que ça va.
Ok.
So I was looking for a wireless setup, but these are really expensive, and I was fortunate that 5 days after we came back from tour, this company Melonare sent me these, and I'm gonna try them out. They are wireless in-ear monitoring system, so let's start with that. And the first episode is gonna be checking these out, and over the next few ones I will keep breaking down the rest of the setup and showing me all my instruments and how they sync up. The guitar, the accordion, the electronic drum set on stage. There's also a keyboard, and then my drummer also has some electronic pads, and then we have the violin and the cello, which themselves have their own effects. So stay tuned and let's get into it with these SD-1 Melonare wireless stereo in-ear monitoring system. This, I believe, is the transmitting unit, made of metal. It looks very sturdy. Knobs feel nice. Oh, it is stereo, so there are two inputs. Great, and individual volumes for each. What is? All right, so we do get two receivers, which is awesome, and I'm guessing we can probably split, have two channels, one in each. We'll see once we try them out. These feel very light, which are great because you know, you're going to be wearing it all throughout the show. They look like they are AA battery powered. Comes with the power supply for the transmitter, 1/4-inch cable, and two sets of headphones, as well as batteries. I don't know if I would trust these, but we'll try that with these batteries that came with it. I don't know how long it'll last. So I've got the transmitter here, and I'm gonna use it in stereo, meaning two channels. I'm gonna plug some XLRs into the back. We're gonna plug this into the back of my mixer, where I can create a custom mix for the musician and how. So I'm gonna plug these two into the back of the mixer on an output where I can create a stereo mix for the musician with whatever he or she wants to hear. So let's plug it in. So I've routed the mixer for a special mix into 3 and 4, and we're gonna power up the SD-1. And sure enough, we get some levels. Pretty nice screen. I like the dim orange. It looks like it's going a little hot, so I'm gonna try to turn down the knobs in the back to adjust the gain and have it where it's not peaking there. Cool. I still haven't connected the receiver, so let's try that and see if we can hear something. So we get music coming out of the mixer into the transmitter, And I'm gonna power up the receiver, and instantly I can hear the sound. It's super clear. We get a little battery indicator and the channel, and we're in sync. I had nothing to do except press the power button. It's pretty amazing. Before I give the unit to the musicians to test it out in real life, I would like to do a range test outside right here in my street and see how far we can go before the signal drops out. I took the little setup outside and I've placed the antenna right here, and we're in the back alley with a line of sight, and we're gonna check how long it takes for the signal to drop out. So let's keep walking, and I can hear super clearly. We are in an urban area, pretty dense in Los Angeles, so I believe it's a good test for where any big venue would be, with lots of interference. There's a hospital right there. So now I'm starting to hear some cracks, digital artifacts in my ears, but I can still sync the sound, and now it is dropping out. So I'm gonna measure that on Google Maps and see how far we went. A big thank you to Melonare for sending me the SD-1 wireless. We're gonna try it out with the real musicians on a real stage soon, but I believe it's gonna do a great job based on this first test. And stay tuned for the next episode where I'll be building the next version of my big stage setup with all the rest of the instruments. Peace.